And when you get there, close your eyes. On an inhale, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears, totally what not to do. And then as you exhale, let them drop down. Do that again. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. Don't even control the descent, just let them go. One more. Inhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale, relax. If there's any other movements that you need to get the wiggles out. As you rest your hands lightly on your thighs, find a position that allows your shoulders to kind of soften under the weight of gravity. And as your shoulders drop down, naturally there will be a little lengthening of your cervical spine, your neck. And as you start to move your breath, notice if your shoulders move up and down quite a bit. Can you minimize any of that upward lift and instead think about expanding your torso on all sides, 360 degrees, your side ribs, your back ribs, your belly, everything expands out as you take air in. And exhale, everything contracts to push air out. On your next breath in, stretch your arms high overhead. Exhale, draw your hands down to your heart. If you have space as you breathe in, take your arms out wide and then reach up. Exhale, hands come back down to your heart. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, stretch your arms high. This time, take your left fingertips to the floor beside you. Stretch your right arm up and over. And I said up and over because it's not just a crunching through your left side waist, but really trying to lift up and out of this right side. And then bending over. Inhale, come back to center, reach both arms up. Right into the other side. Right fingertips come down, stretched up through your left side and then over. Trying to breathe more space into your left ribs. Inhale, come back to center, reach both arms up. One more to each side. Exhale, go up and over to your left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, up and over to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, an easy twist to your left. Take your left hand to your sacrum, your right hand lightly to your thigh. So since your hips are elevated, for most of us, unless you have crazy long arms, if you were trying to reach for the floor behind you, you would end up dropping this left shoulder down and kind of crunching your waist. See if you can make your shoulders more or less level. Both sides of your waist are equal as you breathe in. Breathe out and twist. Inhale, come back to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. And your left hand is here on your thigh as kind of a guide for the twist, but see if you can really make your center do the active twisting rather than just trying to force through your arm strength. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, come back to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Bow your chin to your chest. Rest your hands on your thighs. And gently blink your eyes open. All right, so you're gonna need that block in between your hands. Now, if you can sit on your shins comfortably, go for it. If not, you can adjust yourself. You could even come up onto kneeling on your knees if that's more comfortable. But so the lower half, not so important. You're gonna take your block in between your hands and reach your arms out. If you wanna grip the block with your fingers, you're more than welcome to, but I want you to keep your elbows really straight and strong. I'm gonna turn to the side so you have a little bit better view, but we're just gonna take your shoulder blades through their range of motion. So first, you zip up your core, so there's no movement through the spine. This is gonna be a really tiny, tiny range of motion. Once I'm here, I'm gonna retract my shoulders, squeeze them together on my back, but not to the point that I'm doing an upper back bend, right? Because then it's a spine drill, not a shoulder drill. But retract your shoulder blades. Keep your arms really strong, and they're gonna start to tremble. Keeping your shoulder blades retracted, elevate your shoulders up to your ears. It kind of feels like what not to do, but you're not gonna be here that long. Keeping your shoulders elevated, I want you to reach that block as far forward as you can. Not doing a cat in your spine though, so it's only a couple of inches, but protraction of the shoulders, broadening your back. Keep your shoulders protracted, reaching forward, and now depress your shoulders down. You should feel these muscles underneath your shoulder blades on your side ribs turn on. Just gonna make a couple circles like that. Shoulders are depressed. Now you retract your shoulder blades together on your back, keep them retracted, elevate up towards your ears, keep them elevated, reach forward, protraction, keep them protracted, and now depress your shoulders down. One more just like that. Retract, elevate, protract, reach forward, depress down. Now we gotta go in reverse. From depression, you're gonna elevate. I know, I'm feeling it too. Keep them elevated and now retract your shoulders back. Try not to let your spine help you out. Depress your shoulders down and then protract forward. So I'm only making like a little 2-inch box. Oh, I feel my triceps. Heat's not even on in here and I'm already starting to sweat. Squeeze your shoulder blades back, retract down, one more, protract, reach forward, elevate up, retract back, depress down. Okay, set that aside. Shake out your arms and your shoulders. And then find your way onto all fours. And you can go ahead and start that playlist if you're following along. No pressure. Now, solid all fours position, shoulders over hands, hips over knees. Spread your fingers wide. Wrinkles in your wrists are about parallel to the top of your mat. And then for a moment, I want you to not do cat-cow. That's coming, don't worry. And it's gonna feel so good after all of this really strong work. Make your arms really straight, right? So your triceps are toned. And you're just gonna retract your shoulders onto your back so that your whole spine moves towards the floor. Try not to really do a cow pose, right? Keep your core engaged. And now push the floor away, protract your shoulders. Not to the point of doing a cat just yet. It's that same range of motion that we did with the block, but now your relationship to gravity has changed. Just a few rounds, squeezing the shoulder blades together, broadening the upper back shoulder blades apart. I call these scapula push-ups. I'm not sure if I made that up or not. I'm trying to be really specific about getting your shoulder blades to move. And then because it will feel so nice, cat-cow. Now your spine can help out. If there's any other organic movements you want here, a little side to side, a little forward and back. Child's pose. Hips back towards your heels, crawl your arms forward. Make your arms long, straight, and strong. Remember that seated side body stretch you did? Can you find that same sensation of length from your hips to your armpits, from your armpits to your pinky fingers? Take a full breath in and a complete breath out. One more breath in. Let it go. Shift forward onto all fours. Inhale, extend your right arm high to the sky. As you exhale, thread your right arm underneath and across for a child's pose twist. And you can bend this left elbow. I like to bring my hand in front of my face and then push down to give you a little more leverage into the twist. Hug your inner legs towards each other even though they're apart, and swing your hips a little more to the right. Take one more big breath in here. Stay for the breath out. On your inhale, unwind, reach your right arm up. And exhale, lower it down. Second side, inhale your left arm high. Exhale, thread it underneath and across. Child's pose twist. As you breathe in, can you breathe more into your side ribs and your back ribs? And as you exhale, swing your hips to the left. Unwind, inhale, send your left arm up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Here, bend one knee, bend the other, pedal out your heels. Nice and simple, sweet. Feeling your way into your first down dog of the day, or maybe just of this practice. And then settle into your down dog. Check in with your hands, spread your fingers wide, grip the mat, push the ground away. Find more length from your hands to your armpits to your hips. And walk your hands back to your feet. Uttanasana, forward folds. You can put a pretty generous bend in your knees here. This is less about your hamstrings, more lengthening for your spine. Catch opposite elbows, perhaps. And shake out your head if you need to. Maybe there's a natural little sway side to side. Don't put a whole lot of effort into it. There's going to be plenty of time to work hard. Release your hands to the floor if they're not already there. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway once again. Hold this one. You can have that same bend in your knees if you need to. Fingertips are on the floor or to your shins if the floor feels really far away. And then check in with your shoulders. They naturally want to be elevated here. Can you depress your shoulders towards your hips without doing a big back bend in your upper back? And be really specific about that movement, feeling the sides of your rib cage, really the lats and the triceps turn on. And then exhale, fold once again. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to your high plank. And just like in that halfway lift, what happened to your shoulders? Can you move your shoulders towards your hips without losing the inflation in your back body? Breathe in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra pose 3 times. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, curl up. Pull your shoulders back and down as you stretch your heart forward. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, curl up. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under. Press up to a high plank. Totally counts if your knees stay on the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. And complete exhale. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk your feet to the top of your space. Exhale, fold over your legs when you get there. On an inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Straight up, Surya A. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Plant your palms, step back to plank. Take a breath in here. Exhale, chaturanga. Your choice, another set of cobra, or you take your first up dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Use your inhale to find length. Make space, and then exhale to hug everything in, ground down. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your knees, look forward, inhale to the top. Exhale and fold. Stand all the way up, breathe in. Hands to heart, breathe out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, high plank to low. One giant exhale takes you there. And then inhale for a back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Inhale takes you to the top. Exhale, you fold. Inhale to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, from your belly, lift your hips, down dog. One breath in. Let it all go. Look forward, hop to the top. Exhale, fold. Stand on your breath in. Hands to heart, breath out. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Let it go. You look forward, inhale to the top. Exhale and fold. Stand up, breathe in. Hands to heart, breathe out. Last time, reach up, inhale. Fold on your exhale. Lengthen halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Come high up onto your tippy toes. Drop your heels over to the left and then bend your knees. Maybe a good 30 to 45 degrees, but your hips will slide down towards your heels. Push through your right arm like crazy and try to cat pose your ribs. From here, you're gonna inhale forward to a high plank and then exhale straight into the other side. So your heels will dip to the right, you bend your knees, getting more stretch into your left side here. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale to the left. Inhale to plank. Exhale to the right. Think a little cat through your spine as you inhale forward and then exhale back. Inhale. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale. Inhale. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Find your breath. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it go. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale to the top. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, sit low. Utkatasana. Feet together, knees together, with your feet and your knees apart. A little more spacious for the SI and the lower back. But sit your weight back into your heels. Toes are relaxed on the floor. Take one more breath in. Exhale, airplane your arms. Reach back behind you. Make them really strong and straight. Squeeze the pinky edges of your hands towards each other. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, but now zip up your belly even tighter. Inhale, stand all the way up. Cactus arms as you exhale. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, take a vinyasa. Always optional. Can meet us back here in downward facing dog. In your down dog, take a breath in and a breath out. And then lift your right leg to the sky as you inhale. Bend your knees, stack your hips open. Squeeze your heel to your bum. Now lift your left rib cage up. Soften your right ribs towards the floor. So there's a little bit of a spinal twist involved. Breathe in. Exhale, curl your knee to your nose. Squeeze your thigh to your chest and hold. Just this first one. As your body weight is shifting forward, can you drag your arm bones towards the back edge of your mat and get your shoulders away from your ears? It's going to give you some freedom for your neck. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward to a lunge. Drop your left knee and inhale, come up. Reclaim your breath if you lost it. Take your right hand to your right thigh. Stretch your left arm up and over to the right. Oh, I can never get enough side body stretching. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, half splits. Hands to the earth or blocks. And check in with your shoulders. Kind of by default, they've been trained to take over all the effort and they'll end up in your ears before you even know it. Soften your shoulders down. Lengthen your spine as you breathe in. And stay long as you breathe out. Shift forward into a lunge, plant your palms, step back, take a vinyasa of your choosing. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the sky on an inhale, bend your knees, stack your hips. But now it's still down dog, so shoulders are level. Pick your right ribs up, soften your left ribs down. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, curl your knee to your nose, your thigh to your chest. Now drag your arms and your shoulders towards the back of your mat. Pull everything in tight. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Drop your right knee and inhale, rise. Anjaneyasana. Left hand, left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over to the left. Inhale, stretch both arms up. Exhale, half splits. Working to find this crease in your left hip rather than rounding through your spine. Shoulders relaxed out of your ears. Inhale, shift forward, plant your palms. Exhale, take your vinyasa. Knowing that the proper translation of the word vinyasa means to place in a special or meaningful way. So it's not a real pose in and of itself. You can really do anything with intention. So maybe your vinyasa is resting in child's pose. Maybe it's the whole thing. Maybe it's a plank or some interesting combination. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale carries you to the top. Exhale, you fold over your legs. Same thing, just a little quicker. Chair pose, breathe in. Airplane your arms as you sit lower. Inhale, stand all the way up. Cactus arms, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale is the back bend if you're taking it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Take a full inhale to prepare. Exhale, knee to nose, drag your arm bones back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward, drop your left knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, side body stretch. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, half splits. One breath in here. Stay on the breath out. Gonna add on a twist. Shift forward into a lunge and straighten your back leg. Left hand comes to the floor, maybe on a block. Twist, right arm to the sky. Now I did it without saying it. So check in with this bottom shoulder. It's less mobile because it's holding some of my weight and it wants to come up and forward. Can you draw that shoulder onto your back and down away from your ear? Retraction and depression if you want to get specific. But either way, making space across your chest for one more breath in and a breath out. Hands to the earth, step it back, flow through your vinyasa. Left leg goes up on your inhale. Bend your knees, stack your hips, exhale. Take a breath. Exhale, knee to nose, drag your arm bones back. Inhale up. Exhale, step forward to your lunge, drop your right knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side body stretch. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, half splits. Take a round of breath in and out. Shift forward on your inhale, straighten your back leg, twist, left arm to the sky. And bottom shoulder, what's it doing? Can you draw it more towards your hip, a little more onto your back? Take one more inhale. Twist a little deeper as you exhale. Hands to the earth, step back, high to low plank. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Breathe in, breathe out. Bend your knees, look forward, inhale to the top. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, sit low, breathe in. Airplane your arms, breathe out. Stand up on your inhale. Cactus arms, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Right away, right leg up, bend your knees, stack your hips. Take a breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, step your right foot forward, drop your left knee. Reach up, breathe in. Side body stretch as you breathe out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, half splits. Right away, shift forward into your lunge, straighten your back leg. Exhale, twist, right arm high. Left hand is gonna stay where it is. Side plank. Stack or stagger your feet. Push your left arm through the floor, like Hulk style, smash it. And now move your left arm down towards your left hip. You're gonna feel that lat oblique connection there. And keep your rotator cuff happy. Breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg up, breathe in. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Take a breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, step your left foot forward, right knee comes down. Inhale. Side body stretches the exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, half splits. Shift forward on your inhale, twist on your exhale. Take a breath, plant your right hand, side plank. If you're staggering your feet, I like to put the top foot in front. For me, it helps keep my hips honestly stacked rather than starting to turn open. Push the floor away with your right armpit towards your right hip. Oh, hello, obliques, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Downward facing dog, child's pose. Child's pose. Balasana. You have an opportunity here to go upside down, if that is in your practice and your space allows for that. If you don't want to completely take your legs off the earth, you can work a dolphin pose. You can even work a little baby dolphin. Shoulders over your elbows, forearms parallel. Just about 5 breaths. And we'll meet back in this child's pose. Take your time. Downward facing dog. In your down dog, bend your knees, pedal out your heels, swivel your hips a little side to side. I'm just gonna feel the difference in your down dog now versus a little over 30 minutes ago. And from here, lift your right leg to the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Take a full breath in. Exhale, tap your right knee over to your left arm and pause. Squeeze your thigh up into your belly. Check out your shoulders. Keep them stacked over your hands. So pull this right shoulder more towards your right hip. Again, you feel those obliques firing. Inhale, three-legged dog, stretch up. Exhale, right knee, right arm. Inhale, reach up. Step your right foot on the outside of your right hand and drop your left knee. Quad stretch. Take your right arm back. Grab hold of your left foot. Now that quad is probably giving you enough sensation to concentrate on, but what about this bottom shoulder? Rather than sinking down and just kind of hanging out, can you push the floor away, move that shoulder back so that both sides of your chest can open? Take one more full breath in. Stay for the breath out. Triangle pose. Straighten through both of your legs. Right hand comes to a block of the floor. Left arm high. Find a position for your neck where you're not straining. You can let your head go. Even look down as long as your chest doesn't start to turn down as well. Stretch your left arm up and overhead as you breathe in. Exhale, come around into a low lunge. Square off your hips to the front of your space. Standing splits. Float your left leg to the sky. And then 3 times, you're gonna empty all of your air out. Bend both of your knees, squeeze your left knee. It's like a little one-legged chair pose with a cat pose in your spine. Inhale, standing splits, expand, stretch through your legs. Exhale, curl into yourself. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, curl in. One more time, inhale, standing splits. Exhale, step back, lunge. Plant your palms, vinyasa. Downward facing dog, we meet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your left leg to the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Big full breath in. Exhale, curl your knee to your right arm, twist under and across and hold. I do not care if you touch your right arm, but what's happening in your shoulders? It should still look like a plank pose from the front. Pull that left shoulder back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left arm. Inhale up. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Drop your right knee down to that quad stretch. Both shoulders retracted onto your back. Lift your sternum up. And don't even really think about back bending so much, right? That label can instantly turn some people off. Back bends are not usually the most comfortable. Even when you enjoy them, they're hard work. Emphasize lengthening from your right knee to your collarbones. So your right quad, your right hip flexor, your belly, your chest, everything is stretching. Triangle pose. Straighten both of your legs. Grab for your block underneath your left hand if you're using it. I'm about 11 years into this and I still like to use my blocks, maybe even more so than the beginning. Sweep your right arm up and overhead, take a breath. Exhale, come around into that low lunge, square off in your hips. Standing splits, your right leg flies. And exhale, curl into yourself. Spine, hollow out your belly. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, standing splits. Low lunge, step way back. Plant your palms, step back. Chaturanga. Big breath in. Full breath out. Right leg to the sky, bend your knees, stack your hips. Take an inhale. And then right away, step your right foot outside your right hand. Drop your left knee once again, quad stretch. This time, wide angle forward fold. Release your back foot. You turn all of your toes to the left. And then you have a moment to adjust your feet however you need, so they are parallel to each other. You're gonna leave your feet on the floor. I'm gonna give you a chance to go upside down here in a moment. Make your legs really strong. Firm up your quads so your hamstrings can stretch. Inhale, lift up halfway. Turn to the top of your mat into a lunge. And then take this left knee behind your right ankle and come down to a seat. So you're in a seated twist. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, you twist. You can hook your arm outside your leg. You can also cradle your knee with your arm. Nice long spine, breathe in. As you exhale, twist. Unwind. Standing splits is just a transition. Step back into a lunge. Vinyasa or no vinyasa, downward facing dog. All right. Second side, lift your left leg high, bend your knee, stack your hips. Take a full breath. Exhale, step your left foot outside your left hand and drop your right knee. Quad stretch, round 2. Wide angle forward fold. Turn all 10 toes to the right. Now here, you're going to adjust your feet so that you can put your elbows on the ground. And if that's easy, you make it more narrow so it requires some stretching through the side body. Inhale, lift up halfway. Turn to the top of your mat into a lunge. Right knee comes behind left ankle and you sit. Inhale, our right arm up. Exhale and twist. Take a breath. One more inhale. Exhale, you twist, twist, twist. Standing splits to transition on your breath in. Step back lunge. Take a vinyasa or don't. Child's pose. All right. Give those legs a little bit of a rest. Grab your block. Again, you can sit on your shins if it's comfortable. You can sit on a pillow. You can sit cross-legged. Not so important, just not pain. I'm going to turn so that you have a really nice view of my spine. I'm going to take this block in between your palms. Now I'm going to try not to use my fingers wrapping around to grip different muscles. So your fingers are straight and glued together. You press your palms into the block and squeeze your elbows in. So your elbows are at shoulder width, my arms are parallel. And start with your arms down here, just because this is pretty simple. Block's not really heavy. Shoulders are out of your ears, spine nice and long. Nice neutral spine. Now as we move through this, that's going to be harder to maintain. Squeeze in, so you get really familiar with it right here. Now you're going to bring your arms up to about 45 degrees. So my elbows are not totally up to shoulder height yet. Keep squeezing my elbows in, press the palms into the block. Shoulders are down out of your ears, nice neutral spine. Again, fairly simple. Now bring your elbows up to 90 degrees. No change in your spine. Shoulders are down, squeezing your elbows in. Biceps are pointed towards the ceiling. Now straighten your arms. Oh, the shake has already started. Squeeze your palms into the block. Make your elbows really straight. Feel your triceps. Shoulders are down out of your ears. No back bend. Neutral spine. Rebend your elbows. Now lift your elbows up about 45 more degrees. Or somewhere in the general vicinity if math is not your thing. Elbows in. Shoulders are down out of my ears. Now here's where we really want to start letting the spine do the work. Think even more of a cat pose, right? So on the inside, I'm doing this, even though on the outside, it's pretty neutral. Woo. Now straighten your arms. Oh, what happened to your shoulders? What happened to your spine? Hopefully nothing changed. Relax your shoulders. I know the block is getting heavy. Shoulders out of your ears, neutral spine, squeeze your block, let it shake. You're not doing a bunch of chaturangas after this, I promise. Bend your elbows to 90. Okay, last part. You're gonna bring your elbows as close to straight over your shoulders as you can. I'm not quite there. That's okay. I'm gonna keep squeezing my elbows in. My shoulders are not becoming earrings yet. Nice neutral spine. Remember, think cat pose. Now straighten your arms. Reach up for the ceiling. Let your shoulders go up towards your ears. Biceps are turning towards the ceiling. Neutral spine. Think cat pose. Oh, get a little taller. Okay, relax. Holy moly. That was good. Set your block aside. Shake out your shoulders. Just feel yourself. Feel what you did to yourself. All right, so now you're gonna set up for a dolphin pose or a pincha prep. It's the same work, right? Elbows in, shoulder width apart, 90-degree bend. And that was hard enough with the block. Now we're trying to do that bearing most of your body weight. So if that was really, really challenging, you can do that again. Or we progress. You plant your forearm, palms are flat. Option to use the block here, just like you did when you were seated. Shoulders are out of my ears. I'm gonna push the floor away. So I have a little bit of space in my back. It's not totally cat pose, but I'm not sinking onto my shoulders, right? This is relying on a bone connection versus the muscular effort of pushing down and being strong. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Do not have to straighten your legs, although we have done some good hamstring work. I want you to keep pushing the floor away and notice what happens to your shoulders. They're going to want to creep up and squeeze together around the base of your skull. Try not to let that be your default position. You can relax your head a little bit as long as your shoulders don't creep up. Push the floor away. And maybe you walk your feet in. Again, you can have your knees bent. Push the ground away. Breathing into your back body. When you get tired, you start to shake. Hold it for one more breath. And then come down, rest. Nice. You can set your block aside if you're using it. Hang out in child's pose for a moment. Child's pose and breath, like a little etch-a-sketch. When you shake it, wipe the slate clean. And then you're simply going to transition onto your belly. Reach your arms back behind you, interlace your fingers. You've got a locust pose. Low belly in, tailbone down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, stretch your knuckles back as you peel your chest up. Doesn't have to be a very high, glamorous back bend. Make it really strong as you stretch your knuckles and your toes towards the back of your space. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Try not to crank through your neck and your head, right? Not leading with your eyes, but with the strength of your back. Take one more breath wherever you are. Don't bail, stay on your exhale. And then slowly come down. Turn your right ear towards the floor, rest. All right, round two. Interlace your hands with the opposite grip. I know, belly down, back bends, always a crowd pleaser. Make yourself strong, lift up. And in reality, your back body should be stronger than your front by a ratio of like 3 to 2. We do a lot of pushing in yoga against the floor, all those planks, down dogs, things like that. Now you're using your back strength against gravity to get strong. And then slowly come down. Turn your left ear to the floor, rest. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. And then walk your hands back like a whole paw print. So they're more in line with your middle ribs. You've got a cobra pose, the biggest, juiciest cobra of your practice today. If you have anything left in the tank. Now, if you're spent, don't force it, right? Shoulders back, shoulders down. Drag your heart forward. Lengthen your entire spine as you peel yourself up. This huge arc of energy from your toes all the way to the crown of your head. Exhale, lower all the way down. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your feet side to side. All right, your final back bend. It's an upward facing dog. Take all of that strength that you feel in your locust, in your cobras. Draw your shoulders back, peel yourself up. Try not to pull your mic cord out of yours. Drag your shoulders back and down. Pull your chest forward. Super strong through your whole back chain. Downward facing dog. Use your core strength. Lift your hips. Awesome work, you guys. Walk your feet forward to meet your hands wherever you are. Bend your knees, come down to a seat. And lie down onto your back. Bend your knees, plant your feet. And take your arms out wide just for a moment. Let your breath bring you back down to earth. Knock your knees a little to the right and to the left. Kind of unwinding through your lower spine as well as massaging the backside of your hips. Feet as wide as your mat. Keep this rocking side to side. And the next time you come to the left, keep your knees there. I'm going to cross my left ankle over right knee. So it's not eagle legs. I've still got space between my thighs. It's like figure four, but flopped over to one side. Use your left ankle and stretch your right knee away from your face. Lift up on your lower belly, tuck your tail so you get an opening through the front of your right hip. Maybe even a little bit into obliques. They got some love early in practice. Keep your legs as they are, but rock back to center for a reclined pigeon now. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. We didn't do a whole lot of deep external rotated hip work, so let this, not be the most intense sensation you've ever felt. You're headed towards rest, so you start to slow down, make things a little sweeter, a little softer. Eagle leg twist. This left leg is going to slide all the way over the right. Shift your hips a little bit to the left and then drop your knees to the right. And gravity can really work in your favor here. As you exhale, these left ribs can soften back towards the floor. Come back through center, unwind your legs, toe heel your feet as wide as your mat. And then knock your knees a little right and a little left. And then if it's not already there, go ahead and let's move your playlist to the next to last song. As we started a little bit late, drop both knees over to the right. Right ankle is going to cross over your left knee for that flopped over figure 4 hip flexor stretch. Has anyone come up with a good name for this? Tailbone down, low belly in. So you shouldn't feel this tugging in your low back at all. You want to feel that opening in the front of your left hip. Floppy figure 4 is the best I got. I tend to like alliteration. Reclined pigeon. Legs stay as they are, but you rock back to center, interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Or not, you can leave your left foot on the earth. Eagle leg twist. Right leg crosses all the way over. Shift your hips to the right. Drop your knees to the left. Come back through center, uncross your legs, hug both of your knees into your chest. Happy baby, grab the outer edges of your feet. I'm grabbing the outer edges so your thumbs are facing the direction of your toes and your biceps are facing the head end of your mat rather than grabbing the inside and internally rotating the shoulders, because we spend more of our time in that position. So this turning the biceps out will be kind of a counter stretch. You have some freedom here, maybe rock a little side to side. Bend and straighten one leg to any degree. Slide your hands to the backs of your knees. Replace your feet on the floor. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees wide. But this should not give you any pain or compression sensation in your lower back. If it does, you can bend your knees, feet flat on the floor. You could also put your feet on a block. Sometimes that's enough to change the angle and relieve the pressure. With every exhale, can you let go of 10% effort? It's the effort to hold yourself in space. Find those muscles that are clenched. Maybe it's the backside of your hips around your sacrum. Maybe it's your jaw, your tongue. somewhere between your ears. Use your hands on the outsides of your thigh. Close up your legs. And then take your time as you transition into your final rest. Extending your legs long, taking your arms out. Finding an orientation for your shape that requires nothing from you. Nothing to do, nothing to fix. Nowhere to be. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. And when you're ready, stretch your arms overhead. Extend your legs long, point your toes. Take a big full body breath in. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Rock to one side until you can use your hands to help lift you up. And find your way into a comfortable seat. When you get there, place your hands together at your heart. As an invitation to take a deep breath in, lift your heart up into your hands. Keep the lift, and as you exhale, soften your shoulders. Inhale your thumbs to your third eye. And together we say, Namaste. Thanks, guys. That was fun.
Thank you.
Get you all back on the screen.
Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was fun.
I'm gonna feel that one tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.